Hi, welcome back. Now we're going to begin to talk about operators. Operators are like arithmetic operators where we add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers. There are other operators in C, but to begin with, we're just going to talk about the simple arithmetic operators in this demo. And then in the next couple of demos, we'll extend that a little bit. So now in our main function, I've assigned car, a letter, equal to the character A. When we have a string, we use double quotes. When we have a single character, we use single quotes, like this. I'll use that in the next demo, maybe. And then we have integers A and B assigned the numbers, an integer 3 and an integer 5. And then we have an integer result. So in the first part of this program, and there are a lot of other statements here that I'm not going to talk about right now, we're going to add A and B and print out the result. The way we do that is assign result the value of A plus B, plus being the operator here. And then we're printing out an integer plus an integer is equal to an integer and a new line. This first integer, %d, will be replaced by A. By the way, D here in the format specifier stands for decimal or digit. So D will be replaced by A. This %d will be replaced by whatever is in B. And then result will be replacing this %d. So A plus B equals, hopefully, 8. Then we'll have multiplying A plus B and print the result. Same way. We'll subtract B from A and print the result. And then we'll divide A by B and print the result. So that's the first part of our program. Let's go ahead and make the program. Make arithmetic. And then we will run it. And we get 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And 3 divided by 5 is not equal to 0. So what went wrong? Well, for the first idea of what went wrong here, remember that A and B are both integers here. So I have a comment, well, that didn't work very well. Let's try that. And result is also an integer. Let's try assigning A divided by B to a floating point number and print that and see if that works. So good try, good theory. Let's see if it works. So once again, we make the program and run it. And well, we did get a floating point number. We got 6 digits of precision, but it's still 0. So maybe if we divide an integer by an integer, we always get whatever that integer, the result of the integer division would be. 3 divided by 5 is 0.6. So something is being sawed off here. Maybe A and B, or the things we're dividing, should both be floats as well. So let's try that. So we can't just reassign A and B to be floats, but what we can do is create a float C and a float D and make quotient C divided by D. And if we print that, we should be okay. I'm going to talk more on this later as to why this has to happen and some other things that we might be able to do to help us with this kind of calculation. But again, we'll make arithmetic and run it. And we see that 3.0, the floating point, divided by 5 as a floating point, is equal to 0.6. Okay, so we're okay. But I'm not telling you how to format these a little bit better. I'm not telling you what really is going on under the hood with integer division and floating point division and how to get things to happen. We're just saying this is how we get a real result. So for now, in order to get a floating point result, we need to divide a floating point by a floating point. All right. So now let's go on just a little bit more. There is a unary minus operator, A equal negative A, and if we print that, we should get negative 3 out. But now watch. If A is negative A, then A has been assigned the value negative 3. What we want here is negative 3 is minus 3. So if a is minus 3, we need to minus a and then a. And then we reset the value of a here. So we're going to stop here, but before we do, I'll just go ahead and run that again. We'll make it. Oops, I forgot to save. Let's save this file, and then we'll make it again and run it. And now if we run it, we see negative 3 is minus 3. All right, so more to come. Thank you very much.